What's up, man? This is the first episode of Dad Things. Now, Dad Things is a place for dads to feel appreciated, to feel welcomed, to feel understood, to thrive, to learn, to impact, to motivate, to energize, to find solace, to find peace. Dad Things is for dads. The term dads can be subjective, right? Like it could be a designated authority directive, dedicated authority, decision maker. Now that could be stretching, that could be pulling, but for the most part, yes. Yeah, welcome. And I'm really happy to be here. If you don't know me, my name is Cedric. If you've met me in person, then you know how deep of a person I am. So, what are we going to talk about? It's June 2nd, and June has started the talk on mental health, which is a great first episode to start with. I think that's just great divine intervention. But I have 3 facts that I want to talk about specifically for men. So I apologize if that doesn't suit who's ever watching, but I do hope you stick around to learn or observe or whatever have you. But 3 facts. 1, specifically related to mental health. Men die by suicide far more often than women. I personally do not know. This is from ChatGPT. As someone who deals with the mental realm heavily, it's an interesting fact to be brought apart when it comes to mental health. I don't think I should necessarily elaborate on the comparison of those two. What I am going to make a statement on is going to be the impacts mental health has on dads specifically. So, Dad, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for pushing through. If you are a dad doing dad things, I understand. Not so much to the point where it's relatable, more so from the idea of you have a feeling that you're the only one that truly understands what it is that you're feeling or what's floating up in there. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for pushing through. Thank you for giving everyone what you've given. And what I will remind you of is save a little of that for you. Because you deserve it. Enjoy it. 2, many men experience depression without looking depressed. Now that one is pretty substantial. And I say that because you probably can't see my stature as much, but for anyone that has seen me in person, I'm not a small guy. In fact, the lifestyle of fitness is more of a mental health thing for me than it is a desirable goal of an appearance. It baffles me because of what some people see can be the absolute contrast of what someone is actually experiencing within them. There are some of the most broken people in the gym. That fact is so important. It's important. We can't allow smiles or decorative expression or expressingly loving mask the truth behind there's depths and layers of the mind. you have to intertwine and sift through that to really get to the core of what's really going on. And so I say that to say, ask that question. Ask that question that goes a little deeper, because you never know what sort of expression is hidden behind a dad's eyes or a friend's eyes. Truly, truly. All right. Final and third, the average man has very few friends. Now that is a bar. Because of my traumas, I've won and lost friends from just the imbalance of being able to truly invest the effort and time it takes to build a relationship and maintain a relationship. I've lost and gained some great friends. By the time you're like 33, 35, like you're pretty kind of, I don't want to say isolated. You're not isolated, but in a sense of who can you call at 2 a.m. and tell the truth to besides your partner? That is literally a friend, a brother, a sister, an other that you can really be vulnerable with, that you can really get to that core of who you are with. You know, that alone is that's a shattering area to delve into, isn't it? But I say all that to say, these are important facts when it comes to mental health. And for you, Dad, take moments to write, take moments to breathe. I find myself breathing a lot more. And we're not aware of how much we just should breathe. Truly. Breathe. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say with all of that. I appreciate you being here for the first one. I am a very creative mind. So I just want to give a disclaimer. I'm a very creative mind. So I'm going to try my best to do these in a consistent manner that fits with the algorithm so this could be expansive. But maybe I don't want that. Maybe I don't want to be consistently. Maybe I don't want this to scale crazy big. Maybe if there's only 100 of y'all, boy, shoot, I think there's like 89 of y'all right now. Yo, what's up? 89 people in the room. You be a lot more people. You be more than my house. You'd be more than my house. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. You know, if you want to share it, cool. If you don't, appreciate that too. Even if you're listening. Thank you. Talk to you later. See you in the next video.